What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 756 of Community Universe Mode, and here we are live in the capital of our great nation, Washington, D.C. Showdown at the Senate. The highly anticipated event is here in a stacked card from top to bottom, hot and spicy, one might say, and things are getting started. Who would have thought that in the capital of the United States of America, the seat of power, here in the Senate, we would see two cats do battle? But that's what you can expect from CMV, the unexpected. Angus and Golden Cat going to kick things off here tonight with their final battle. They are currently 1-1, with Golden Cat defeating Angus at Stone Ocean. Angus getting the win back, though, a few weeks ago on Supremacy. But this is the battle that matters most, because if Golden Cat can defeat Angus again, weaken him, wear him down enough, Golden Cat should be able to save Danger Cat, who of course is currently being tormented, his soul mangled by the evil spirit Angus. We saw what happened last time, though. Golden Cat was put in front of this absolute abomination. Have people thinking that maybe at Stone Ocean, Golden Cat just got lucky. You know, he had a lot of anger to let loose, and it might have benefited him against Angus. But once Angus was able to step back and reset, well, he obliterated Golden Cat in their match a few weeks ago. Will that happen again here tonight? And will all hope be abandoned for Golden Cat to rescue his feline friend? On a night where the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship will be defended by Senator Shay Hoxton against Hunter Quinn. On a night where we will crown a new United States champion and new unified World Tag Team champions. Will Danger Cat be set free? Or is his soul destined to forever be held captive by Angus? The Elder Cats did what they could for Golden Cat. They gave him the advice he needs to win this match. Now the question is, can he do it? Starting off hot with a kick to the midsection into a Spanish fly. Not so bad thus far for the former internet champion. And he's going for an early pin. He's going to try to wrap this match up. Lickety split, but Angus not going to go down that easily. There's a massive frame of Angus being used like a battering ram. Oh, geez, and now Angus taking Golden Cat on a tour of the islands. Golden Cat definitely going to have to use that superior agility of his, you could say cat-like reflexes, to try and outmaneuver the massive Angus. Golden Cat can't do that, and Angus gets a hold of him. It'll be the same result that we saw a couple weeks ago on Supremacy. Nice DDT now. And even if Golden Cat is successful here, guys, and he rescues the soul of Danger Cat is brought back to us. Will he ever be the same again? I highly doubt it. But then again, when you got a friend like Golden Cat who's willing to do all of this, got someone watching your back, I'd say Danger Cat has a pretty good chance of returning to form, but that's only if GC is successful here. Side headlock right now. Golden Cat trying to maintain control. Angus popping back up to his feet in a clothesline. Taking out Gato Dorado. Off his feet, and now from the apron, belly to belly suplex back into the ring, showing off his raw power. Going for a headbutt, though, could be a mistake as Golden Cat gets up an elbow. Ooh, and now look at this. Head scissors whip. I wish I had someone like Golden Cat watching my back. I mean, remember last season, Golden Cat also saved Danger Cat from the clutches of Tailcoat Val. Suffice to say, Danger Cat gets himself in a lot of trouble. Golden Cat is always there to pick him up, dust him off, and save the day. I know Golden Cat's been feeling very guilty about the fact that he couldn't see what was really happening. He thought Danger Cat was just putting on all this weight, costing them all these opportunities over the last few months, but all along, Danger Cat's been held captive by Angus. Now Golden Cat is willing to do whatever he has to do to get his friend back. Misses that body splash in the corner. That leaves him exposed. Quickly able to keep Angus at bay. Another DDT. Seems like Golden Cat is targeting the head of Angus, perhaps setting up for the eventual Golden Shower or the Kitty's Claw. The Kitty's Claw. Golden Cat is squeezing, but will it be enough? The claws are out. They're digging into the skin, and that's it. Golden Cat squeezing the life out of Angus. Golden Cat has done it. Golden Cat has vanquished Angus. The Kitty's Claws. Too much for Angus to withstand. And now can Golden Cat retrieve the soul of DC before it's too late? A feel-good way to get things started here at Showdown at the Senate. Golden Cat toppling the nightmare known as Angus. But now he must perform the ritual. Now he must actually retrieve the soul of Danger Cat. Bring him back to life. It's not over yet. Coming up next, guys, here, Showdown at the Senate. We are going to crown ourselves new CMV Unified World Tag Team Champions. Of course, Jarek Lawson, at the top of the month, forced to vacate his half of the Unified World Tag Team titles and his United States Championship, which will find a new owner later on tonight. And so the titles have been vacant for the last 2 weeks, but finally they will get a new home here tonight. That new home will be around the waist of one of these three teams: Schmitty and Dada, the Arsenal Tailcoat Val, and the Termination Foundation. Triple threat tornado tag team match. And since we're crowning new champions, it seems only right that we have new Unified World Tag Team titles, a brand spanking new design to go along with this historic moment. And yes, United States Championship will be on the line later on tonight. A fatal four-way match going to crown the new championship holder: Xander Slate, Jacob Ziegler, Brett Curtis, and Matsuda Tanaka. We know that Schmitty and Dada earned their way into this match. Schmitty was a part of Team Supremacy at Validation and the Tug of War match. Team Supremacy won the Tug of War match, and so that means that every single member of Team Supremacy has earned some sort of championship opportunity, and the same goes for Brett Angel as well. Whereas Chris Diamond and David Turner made their way into this match, we're not too sure how. But as Diamond said himself, he's not going to let this opportunity pass him by. No matter how they were put into this match, he doesn't care. He plans on leaving tonight the new Unified World Tag Team Champion. It has been a rough few months for Schmitty. The Purge disbanding, him switching sides at Validation, jumping from Team Crossfire to Team Supremacy, and then immediately being eliminated. And there you see he's still donning that Supremacy shirt. Very proud to be a part of this brand, a brand he feels as though accurately respects him, unlike Crossfire. But as we know, he and Dada coming into this match with some shaky momentum. They lost a couple of weeks ago to Thunder from Down Under, what has to be one of the bigger upsets this season. They did bounce back, though, with a dub against the Flyboys. You know, Schmitty's only in this match to benefit Dada, giving back to his right-hand woman after she stuck by his side when the Purge broke apart unceremoniously. Wants to capture some tag team gold for the first time in his career. Make sure that Dada has some championship gold to wear around her waist as well. But I'll tell you what, the arsenal of Tailcoat Val is already decked out in championship gold. Will they leave Showdown at the Senate carrying even more? Of course, Brett Angel is already the international champion, and as we found out a couple nights ago on Crossfire, Miasma defeating Akira to become the new women's hardcore champion. Val is accumulating power slowly but surely, and she is far from finished. Brett Angel Angel, much like Schmitty, has never held tag team championship gold in his career. Brett Angel says he's starting to feel more like the man he once was, holding that international championship. I'm sure holding one half of the Unified World Tag Team titles would go a long way in expanding on that feeling. Last but most certainly not least, Chris Diamond and Dave Turner, the Termination Foundation. I think they're just as confused as we all are as to how exactly they qualified for this match. And even though I tried to get down to the bottom of it these last couple of days, I've been asking everybody. I even went to Ken Donahue. He doesn't seem to exactly know himself, though. But like Chris Diamond said a couple of nights ago on Crossfire, I don't care how we got added to this match. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Chris Diamond doesn't want to let down Dave Turner. I think this is kind of a must-win situation for the Termination Foundation. The way things have been going lately for Chris Diamond. So here we go, guys. This is a triple threat tornado tag team match. And it is first fall to a finish, not elimination. So that means the first superstar, the first team to gain a pinfall or submission, and that's in the ring, will lead the new Unified World Tag Team Champions. Schmitty taking his fight with Sub-Zero to ringside almost immediately as Dada and Chris Diamond take one side of the ring. Brett Angel and Dave Turner, two CMV living legends, going toe to toe. Snapmare. Oh God! Schmitty drilling Sub-Zero head first down onto the bare concrete, and he's not finished again. I mean, Sub-Zero, a hard-headed individual, and it seems like Schmitty has come into this match with a game plan, looking to eliminate Zero straight off the bat. The former Anarchy champion getting his brain scrambled at the hands of the game changer here. Good God, a third snapmare driver. And at least that time it wasn't straight down onto the concrete. Now Schmitty gonna get a taste of some medicine. Good God, though, the Arsenal tailcoat bout might already be at a disadvantage. Sub-Zero might seem invincible. He might seem inhuman, but I assure you he is. He's bled before. Not even he can take that many shots to the head. Keep on functioning at full capacity. Well, it's definitely going to be all about precision and timing in a match like this for somebody to make a pin or lock in a submission without it getting broken up. Match and give the upper hand to Chris Diamond and Dave Turner. They are both former tag team champions, and together they are an impressive team. Picking up a win just a couple of nights ago against Wrestling Royalty to earn some momentum. Both Dada and Chris Diamond down at ringside in front of the announce table. Vintage knee drop by Schmitty, and Dada immediately goes for the pin after all the damage done to the head. Sub-Zero, guys, that can already be enough. Yeah, see, Brett Angel tried to break up the pin, but instead he took out Dave Turner. Luckily, match going to continue. Forearm smash sending Brett Angel up against the ropes. I would love to see Brett Angel and Dave Turner one-on-one. So definitely happy we're getting a preview of it here. Schmitty with a pin now, and Chris Diamond only gets a 1 count. Look at this ring right now. You see 4 former world champions. Schmitty, Brett Angel, Chris Diamond, and Dave Turner, all former world champions here in CMV. And it's definitely interesting to think everything that Schmitty and Brett Angel have done throughout their respective careers here in CMV, neither has ever held tag team gold. Guys, Donna's looking for the Dominator. Man, Dave Turner was some quick thinking to escape that. And right into the Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper by Dave Turner. Sleeper locked in on Donna. Will Donna tap? She does! Donna taps, and we have new Unified World Tag Team Champions. Termination Foundation. Termination Foundation have done it. Just like that. I guess that experience paid off. Chris Diamond and Dave Turner, we have no idea how they got added to this match. But Diamond said himself, I refuse to let the opportunity pass me by. It was must win. And Chris Diamond won. Dave Turner specifically, after escaping the Dominator, immediately locked in the sleeper, and Magic Zero realized what was happening. Donna was tapping. We have new Unified World Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. The Termination Foundation going to be handed those brand new belts. You love to see it. A great sight at Showdown at the Senate. Termination Foundation, our new Unified World Tag Team Champions. We still have a new United States champion to crown later on tonight in that Fatal 4-Way match featuring Slate, Ziggler, Curtis, and Tanaka. And of course, let's not forget about our main event, the undisputed heavyweight championship on the line. Senator Jay Hoxton defends against Hunter Quinn. Coming up next, guys, this is a rivalry that has turned absolutely chaotic over the last month. TZ Mass and Ace Reeves set to collide in a last man standing match. And this all really began inside the Elimination Chamber of Stone Ocean, where Ace Reeves last eliminated TZ Mass to earn a shot at the undisputed champion, something TZ Mass took exception to, and he has made it his life's mission to destroy Ace Reeves over the last month, eliminate Ace Reeves, and put himself in that position to be the next #1 contender, including what he did to Ace Reeves at Validation, throwing him off the top of a semi-truck. And Ace Reeves, he is lucky to even still be mobile. He's lucky he didn't break his back. He's lucky he isn't paralyzed and in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, but somehow he's here tonight ready to compete. That's how badly he wants to get his hands on TZ Mass and retain that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship opportunity he earned inside of the Elimination Chamber. Will that happen? Or will TZ finally remove all obstacles in his way? TZ has made it clear since the moment he stepped foot back in CMV, he wants the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, and that was taken from him by Ace Reeves at Stone Ocean. And I didn't think somebody could be capable of doing what TZ Mass has done to Ace Reeves. Even going so far as to tap Ace in the hospital after throwing him off the top of that semi-truck. But you gotta give all the credit in the world to Ace Reeves for even being here tonight. Inhuman. The fact that in just a few weeks, he has managed to rehabilitate himself, pushing himself day in, day out, night after night, to get the doctors to clear him, and they barely did. There's no question, Ace Reeves is not coming into this match at 100%, and TZ Mass knows that. But this is a last man standing match, guys, which means there are no countouts, there are no disqualifications, there's no pins, there's no submissions. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent so badly that they can't answer the referee's count of 10. And TZ Mass knows how to do that, believe me. I think here tonight, for Ace Reeves, it's just a matter of surviving TZ Mass. If Ace wants to go to SummerSlam and get his rightful match for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, no matter who holds it after tonight, Hunter Quinn or still Shedder or say Hoxton, he has to survive TZ Mass. Not even possible, though. Someone like TZ Mass prides himself on being this unstoppable monster. And it's just got to really keep him up at night that Ace Reeves is the only man thus far since TZ's return to pin him, to defeat him inside of that elimination chamber at Stone Ocean. But TZ promises Ace will not do that here tonight. Last man standing. Will TZ Mass hammer the final nail into the coffin of Ace Reeves? Or can the gravity manipulator outsmart the bully? Once again, just like he did at Stone Ocean, overcome these incredible odds. But you see Ace comes out swinging. He has been pining to get his hands on TZ Mass. But this is exactly what Mass wants. He knows that Ace Reeves is emotional. He knows that he's hurt. Oh, Enziguri only takes TZ down to one knee, though. And there's a clothesline in retaliation. Oh, and now the whippersnapper. That stunner, you see referee Murphy already wants to begin a count, but TZ interrupts him at one with a full mount and some right hands. And Mass, it looks like he's trying to show some mercy in his own sick and twisted way by giving Ace Reeves the opportunity to just stay down, but Ace Reeves not going to do that. Sent to the outside. Ace Reeves coming into this match, guys, nowhere near 100%. The doctors barely cleared him. Ace Reeves begged and pleaded, busted his ass to show them that he was okay enough to compete here tonight. But just barely. Look at this, he's trying to fight. TZ Mass is all over him, though. Tries to go low, gets a knee to the midsection. No countouts in a last man standing match. TZ Mass using the ring as a weapon. Scoop slam, bending the spine of Ace Reeves. If not cracking it clean in two. And now face first, Ace Reeves is busted open. I mean, this match was academic from the start. But did any of us really expect anything different than what we've seen so far? The tenacity of Ace Reeves, though, refusing to give in, fighting until he can fight no more, and well, time may be up for the gravity manipulator. Blood covering his entire face. Up to a count of 6, and TZ again looking down at him, almost as if to say, just stay down if you know what's good for you. You're not winning this match. But Ace Reeves will not comply.
2, 3, 4.
Reeves is barely conscious as he looks up at the lights.
7,
Blood in his eyes.
8.
But up at the count of 8. Fires off. A sit-out powerbomb. Ace Reeves channeling whatever he has left. But is it enough? TZ Mass not staying down either. Swinging neck breaker. And now TZ Mass is the one being counted.
3, 4.
Ace Reeves,
5,
with his never say die attitude. Hang on, TZ.
7,
Up to a count of 7.
8.
8. Oh, but no such luck. Oh, there's the kick. The kick. The kick to the side of the head. Single boot to the temple. TZ Mass walked right into it.
4,
This might be
5,
one of the biggest comeback victories in CMV history. It would be a true underdog story.
8.
Oh, but TZ getting back up to the count of 8. That might have been Ace's best chance of winning this match.
1,
And look at this, a simple trip is enough to have Ace Reeves in big trouble.
5, 6,
I'm almost getting a sense of
7,
hesitation.
8.
TZ Mass would normally just go in for the kill, no remorse. But perhaps Ace Reeves has earned his respect in their battles over this last month.
3,
How many men can be thrown on the top of a semi-truck and get back up just a few weeks later to keep fighting?
6, 7, 8.
Again at the count of 8. Jumping neck breaker by Ace Reeves. Obviously focusing everything on the head and neck of TZ Mass.
3, 4.
And Ace is just hoping and praying that he somehow gets lucky. Look at the blood all over the hands of TZ Mass. This time TZ gets up at 7. Ace gonna back him into the corner. Maybe gonna go for that top rope DDT. No, instead throwing TZ down onto the mat, up to the top rope. The gravity manipulator takes to the air. Drop kick to the chest.
2, 3, 4.
Ace not up to his usual standards. Taking this match one step at a time. Big move after big move. None of them have been enough thus far, though. Kick to the knee gets caught. Oh, massive blow to the gut. The stunner! The stunner nearly taking Ace's head off. But look at that. Ace can't capitalize on the counter. Instead, brought back into a drop toe hold. Gouge in the eyes! TZ! Oh, head kick! TZ just gets right back up. This man is invincible. Or is he? Trip to the chiropractor. Ace looks like he was going to try to go to the top rope, perhaps thinking about the corkscrew moonsault, but TZ knows him too well, able to roll out of the ring and save himself. Oh, another stunner! And TZ barely able to stand himself as he slides back into the ring. Referee Murphy up to the count of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Murphy getting closer and closer. Ace back up. And you saw TZ, as if not having a care in the world. He's content to batter Ace Reeves all night long if necessary. Ace Reeves keeps getting back up. TZ Mask keeps putting him right back down.
6, 7, 8.
Again at 8. Almost as if... Oh man! Ace Reeves with a hurricane run has sent TZ Mask head first into the apron, guys.
3,
The British Bulldozer just got his bell rung.
5,
Ace with the wherewithal to know where he was.
6,
And that might have been out of instinct.
7, 8.
Count of 8, but man! Another clothesline.
2,
The normal man
3,
probably have his head knocked off into the cheap seats. But Ace Reeves is no normal man. Think about everything he's been through in his career here in CMV. Even before TZ Mask threw him off the top of that semi-truck. What Schmitty did to him last season, running him down in his pickup truck. Battled back from that. Battled back from this as well. Back and forth now, both men. Oh, nicely done by Ace Reeves, stepping out of the way, forcing TZ Mask to send himself right into the apron. Kick to the chest. That's going to make it hard for TZ Mask to breathe. Ace Reeves zeroing in. Punch to the pecto by Mask. Sent back into the ring. Ace Reeves looking down at TZ Mask's blood,
4,
making him almost unrecognizable.
5, 6, 7,
Could it be?
8,
Could it be? Wait a minute.
9.
Wait! What? Ace Reeves! Ace what? Ace Reeves! Ace Reeves is the last man standing! What the hell? Wait a minute now. All he did was throw him back into the ring. I'm getting flashbacks of Chris Diamond versus Rob Cross last season. There has to be something going on here, though. Well, the fact of the matter is, Ace Reeves has overcome the incredible odds stacked against him here tonight. And that is truly the face of a warrior. The brutal Irish whip. There's got to be more to this, though. There's no way TZ Mask would stay down for the 10 count. After simply getting thrown into the ring, I think we're going to have to take a closer look at this match. I remember correctly, Diamond threw Rob Cross out of the ring in that way. Don't underestimate the Irish whip, man. It's a brutal maneuver. That's what I was thinking. Maybe Ace Reeves, knowing he couldn't possibly win the match on his own, being in the condition that he's in, maybe we missed something. Maybe Ace Reeves did the old slippy slip when we weren't looking, threw some powder in DZ's eyes and mouth or something. I mean, what else could explain what we just saw? TZ Maxx was completely out like a light for the 10 count after simply being thrown back into the ring. And I'm not even going to blame Ace Reeves if that is what happened. If that match did end via nefarious means, I'd probably do the same thing in his shoes, but something's funky. I'll tell you what, if you thought that match was hard-hitting and brutal, get ready for what's coming up next. Balls count anywhere as Cameron Cray and Jason Spade look to rip each other apart. And I've been wondering all week how Jason Spade is feeling after that tag team match a few nights ago on Supremacy, where it was he and Jordan Nicholson opposite Senator Shea Hoxton and Cameron Cray. And Nicholson and Spade worked together very well. They won the match, but it was later that same night that Jordan Nicholson shocked the world, betraying his tag team partner Hunter Quinn, laying him out in the main event so that Sugar Bay Stevenson could pick up the victory. Spade has to feel betrayed himself, knowing that he teamed with Jordan Nicholson earlier on that night. Senator Shea Hoxton surrounding himself with what he calls the cabinet, the Secretary of Defense, Cameron Cray, and now he's got himself a Secretary of Justice, Jordan Nicholson. You know that Senator Shea Hoxton not going to be involved in this match, though, getting ready for his title defense later on tonight in our main event against Hunter Quinn. But where's Jordan Nicholson lurking? Just like I said earlier this week on Supremacy, believe me or not, it is nice to see Jason Spade back here in CMV. But he might be fighting a losing battle against the cabinet. He doesn't seem to care. All he's been thinking about since Stone Ocean is taking Cameron Cray's head from his shoulders. It was at Stone Ocean that Cray viciously assaulted Spade following our match. Still had nothing to do with it. Kept Spade out of Spade has spent that month thinking of four-man Cameron Cray here tonight in this Falls Count Anywhere match. Meaning there are no countouts, there are no disqualifications, pins, submissions, they count anywhere in the entire arena. Jason Spade fighting on enemy territory here in Washington, D.C. Showdown at the Senate. This is Senator Shea Hoxton's playing field. Secretary of Defense is looking to do just that. Keep Jason Spade at bay. Make sure that Senator Shea Hoxton has a clear head for our main event later on tonight. Let's get it on. Cray, Spade, falls count anywhere. Cameron Cray absolutely lethal with that submission hold of his. He calls the bottom of the Thames. But look at this, a submission hold straight out the gate by Jason Spade, cross armbar. Almost instantly trying to beat Cameron Cray at his own game, but that's not going to be so easy. We actually saw Jason Spade survive the bottom of the Thames earlier this week on Supremacy during that tag team match. Something not a whole lot of men have been able to do in the past. Maybe Cameron Cray has thought of another way to try and take out Jason Spade here tonight. There's a lot of ways to do that with this being falls count anywhere. Here we go to the outside. No countouts. Oh, right back into the ring though. These two share a very long history with one another. They know each other very well. I think that's why Jason Spade was able to survive the bottom of the Thames earlier this week. Whereas everybody else that's crossed paths with Cameron Cray here in CMV has either tapped or passed out. Big kick in the corner, does not find its target. The same goes for Cameron Cray. He knows Jason Spade and all of his tricks. He knows he has to avoid the Lansenberg lobotomy. No disqualifications as Cameron Cray just breaks the eyes of Jason Spade there in the corner. Now looking to put him up against the ropes, but Spade puts a stop to that. Wolverine-inspired attire by Jason Spade here tonight. He does love dressing up as superheroes, doesn't he? Fancies himself one, I suppose. Maybe he is, I'm sure, to many of our younger fans here in CMV. But I don't know that a superhero costume is going to save him from being ravaged by East and Evil here tonight. Forearm smash, taking Spade off his feet. Double knees into the canvas. Still to come here tonight, guys. A new United States champion will be crowned. Slate, Ziegler, Curtis, Tanaka, fatal four-way. We've also got plenty of tag team action. George King and Mr. Money in the Bank Patch Mondo going to battle Chris Proudfoot and global champion Josh Wolf. We'll also see women's champion Amber Reed and Janet Tor battling Let's Go Mighty. And of course, our main event, the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship on the line. As the head of the cabinet, Senator Shay Hoxton defends against Hunter Quinn, invading hostile territory. Jumping DDT by Jason Spade, caught and countered into a Russian leg sweep. Now Cameron Cray begins his dissection of Jason Spade, bit by bit, limb by limb. Look, he's actually biting the finger of Jason Spade. Perhaps Cameron Cray has fully lost it. Dear God, look at this. Brutalization of Jason Spade. Bending back on the fingers. Spade is in a bad way right now. He's got to know it. Time to turn things around. There you go. Nice sweep. Jason Spade turning to the fans. Trying to harness some of their energy. Going after Chris Benoit's ghost. There we go. Finds the proper target in mind. Forearm smash. And again, Tanahashi clothesline by the former Undisputed Heavyweight Champion. To the top rope he goes. Slowly but surely, Cameron Cray in the drop zone. Jason Spade with a double boot stop. Cray moves out of the way though. With little time to spare. One smash in the middle of the back. Clobbering blows, connecting, spinning slow kick caught. And now a back suplex, dropping Spade right on his head. Quick arm arm drag, putting Craig down onto one knee. Spade shooting off the ropes. Hurricane Rana DDT. And Spade, very adamant, back to the top rope. Perfect positioning this time. But instead he goes for a moonsault, and that doesn't pay off either. Spade got nothing but canvas there. Perhaps pumping the brakes. On the top rope offense for now. Instead goes for a pin, only a 1 count. Jason Spade seems to be tiring out. That's not a good sign. Reverse DDT down onto the knee. Taking Cameron Craig down, wants to keep him there, but Craig quickly pops back up. Short arm. Shoulder block, and Spade folded up like an accordion and dropped. With that package pile driver, Cameron Craig could have Jason Spade's number, and he does. East End Evil victorious here tonight. And that is a big win and a whole lot of momentum that'll be sent off to Senator Shea Hodgson, guys, in our main event, who's probably watching from backstage right now with a big old smile on his face. Cameron Craig able to work surgically here in this match, picking apart Jason Spade. And in the end, it pays off with that nasty package pile driver. See what I mean, though? Cameron Craig knew he wouldn't be able to beat Jason Spade with the bottom of the Thames. It failed earlier this week, so he adapted, utilized something a little bit different, and it was enough to get him the win. East End Evil prevails. And coming up next, my fine feathered friends, some tag team action here at Showdown at the Senate, as George King and Mr. Money in the Bank Patch Mondo are going to team up to take on Chris Proudfoot and global champion Josh Wolf. Now, we know that Proudfoot and Wolf are on the same page heading into this match after their amazing match a couple of weeks ago. Patch Mondo attempted to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, but Proudfoot selflessly stopped Mondo from doing that. He certainly didn't have to. He could have stepped back and watched the whole thing unfold, but instead he intervened, and Wolf has been incredibly grateful for that. We saw the two shaking hands a couple nights ago on Crossfire. They are definitely heading into this match as a cohesive unit. Can King and Mondo get on the same page, though? That's the question. George King and Patch Mondo, they want the same thing. They want the global championship. George King has a shot come SummerSlam 2 weeks from tonight for winning the Elimination Chamber at Stone Ocean. Whereas Patch Mondo has his shot anytime, anywhere he so chooses to cash in, as he tried to a couple weeks ago via that Money in the Bank briefcase that is in his possession. So they have a common goal. Can they work together to try and wear down Wolf and a big potential threat to the both of them, Chris Proudfoot? Chris Proudfoot, after defeating Josh Wolf in a non-title match and George King just a couple nights ago on that go-home edition of Crossfire, he has put himself right in position to challenge the winner of the Global Championship match at SummerSlam. Wolf or King, whoever it is, they've definitely got a future date with Chris Proudfoot for that championship. Wolf, though, honestly, might be one of the most under-fire champions I've ever seen in CMV history. I mean, when you're a champion, you always got a target on your back, but seriously, Josh Wolf, he's got George King hounding him. He's got Patch Mondo with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's got Chris Proudfoot circling him. He's got Blake Virtue returning and pretty much saying, you don't deserve to be champion. I want that title. And so many more just lining up to get their shot at Josh Wolf and that global championship. It's a wonder Wolf is still standing. But standing he indeed is. One of these teams coming into this match with not a whole lot of momentum behind them, whereas the other is riding a wave. Because of course, this last episode of Crossfire, Josh Wolf knocked off Patch Mondo, while Chris Proudfoot defeated George King in the main event. So no momentum and an uneasy alliance at best. George King and Patch Mondo not exactly presenting a united front here in this match. I mean, George King has to see Patch Mondo as the biggest threat standing between he and Josh Wolf, because Mondo can cash in whenever he so pleases. And we know that King wants to take the title specifically from Wolf. I'm sure King was happy to see Chris Proudfoot stop Patch Mondo from cashing in almost as much as Wolf was. George King and Patch Mondo gonna have to find some sort of way to work together here tonight, as they each look for momentum en route to their ultimate goal of capturing that global championship. But the Canadian Kid has been on everybody's mind this last couple weeks. The CM universe of buzz about Chris Proudfoot and his victories over Josh Wolf and George King. He beat the champion and the #1 contender back-to-back weeks, and Proudfoot has now put himself next in line for a shot at the winner of King versus Wolf at CyberSlam. And no matter which it is, Proudfoot is looking like a favorite. Looking like within the next couple of months, he'll be the one wearing that global championship. Then there was Josh Wolf, a champion, especially a world champion, always has a lot of pressure being put on their shoulders to carry the brand, to be the face of whatever show it is that they're representing. But as I mentioned before, Josh Wolf, he's being attacked on all fronts. Multiple enemies at the gates, if you will. Josh Wolf is still wearing that global championship. And he's been a fighting champion. Anytime somebody wants to step up to the plate, Wolf has been ready to meet them, and he has battled them back. Bloody justice, Schmitty. George King is next in line. Definitely got a big fight feel at CyberSlam. George King, Josh Wolf, one-on-one for the Global Championship, guys. But can Wolf make it to CyberSlam still as Global Champion with Pachimondo circling him like a great white shark in the deep blue? He got a sniff, he got a taste a couple weeks ago when he nearly cashed in. Now he's thirsty. Josh Wolf is asleep with one eye open. And I'm sure he would like to rely on Chris Proudfoot. But as I said a couple weeks ago, I don't know if I'm entirely buying this nice guy gimmick of Chris Proudfoot. Does he really have Josh Wolf's back, or is he only acting in his own self-interest? I'm sure that's true no matter what. We'll just have to wait and see, though, as George King and Chris Proudfoot pick up where they left off a couple nights ago in the main event of Crossfire. King immediately dropping Proudfoot off of his shoulders. Nice jawbreaker to back him into the corner. Now going to close that distance. George King ready for him, though. Big old over punch. Nope, forearm smash to the jaw. Punch to the pec. Double leg takedown. King has to be embarrassed with that loss a couple nights ago. Would love nothing more than to make up for it here tonight. Look at that, Chris Proudfoot. Right in the face of Josh Wolf. That couple of seconds he wasted taking his eye off of George King. Come back to bite him. King throwing him out of the ring, makes the tag to Pachimondo, but now Mr. Money in the Bank is the one to make that rookie mistake of turning his back on someone the caliber of Chris Proudfoot. Clothesline by Mondo. This is what Mondo has been waiting for, to get his hands on Chris Proudfoot. If not for Proudfoot, Mondo might be here tonight as the global champion. We'll never know if that cash-in would have been successful had the Canadian kid not intervened. Wait a minute! No! Guys, it seems like George King is walking out of this match. Pachimondo was looking to make a tag. The King's out of here. I knew it. I knew these two wouldn't be able to work together. King is having absolutely none of this match, and this is now a handicap match, ladies and gentlemen. George King has walked out. He has abandoned Pachimondo. King has no care to win this match. He's got a date with Josh Wolf in 2 weeks' time, CyberSlam, for the Global Championship. And now Pachimondo has the deck thoroughly stacked against him, as he has to battle Chris Proudfoot and Josh Wolf all on his own. He's looking to do a good job of it right now. Quick sweep by Proudfoot, though. It makes the tag to Josh Wolf. Global champion running for a high knee. Mondo stepping out of the way. Oh, back suplex turned into a single knee back breaker. Mondo letting his anger fuel him right now. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though. Dragged away from the ropes, roll through. Puts Mondo in position for an air raid siren neck breaker. George King just leaves us all guessing. You never know what this man is going to pull. Truly. Wasteland from Mondo, though. Very last second, Josh Wolf able to escape. Hits that reverse DDT. Look at Wolf being a bit cheeky. Come on, man. Give it your best. Jawbreaker. Allows Josh Wolf to close that distance. And on the hunt. Just like that. Thanks for coming, Patch. 1, 2, 3. Josh Wolf picks up the win for he and Chris Proudfoot. Academic after George King left Mondo high and dry, turning this into a handicap match. Props to Mondo for even giving it a go. But there was no way he stood a chance against Proudfoot and Wolf. 1-on-2. A big win nonetheless for Proudfoot and Wolf. Momentum gained for the global champion en route. His clash with George King, 2 weeks' time, CyberSlam, while Proudfoot patiently waits for his opportunity. Coming up next, lads and gents, our tertiary main event as we will crown a new United States champion. Fatal four-way. Xander Slate, Jacob Ziegler, Brett Curtis, and Matsuda Tanaka, who all qualified for this match by winning their respective matches a couple of weeks ago on Crossfire. Tag team match just a couple of minutes ago on the go-home edition of Crossfire. We saw the team of Jacob Ziegler and Matsuda Tanaka knock off Slate and Curtis. But whatever partnership, whatever sort of momentary respect there might have been in that match, gonna go straight out the window here. It's every man for himself, and only one will leave as the new United States champion. Interestingly enough, 3 of the 4 men in this match are not American. Jacob Ziegler, Scottish, Brett Curtis, Canadian, and Matsuda Tanaka, Japanese. Xander Slate, the only American, the only man to hold the United States Championship at one point. But as it is a fatal four-way, that means anything can happen. First fall to a finish. Who's it going to be? That leaves DC with the United States Championship in tow. Tanaka is the least decorated of these 4, but he is a former Zero-G champion. Xander Slate, of course, a multi-time world champion, as I just mentioned, a former United States champion, along with a plethora of other accolades. Ziegler in the same boat, a former undisputed world heavyweight champion, multiple titles throughout his CMV career. Brett Curtis, a former Anarchy champion, and a former Unified World Tag Team champion. It's been a while, though, since any one of these 4 guys have tasted championship gold. Matsuda Tanaka, of course, lost the Zero-G championship at Ascendance 8 in that tables, ladders, and chairs match against Mystery Master III. He was the last of these 4 to hold championship gold. Actually, I'm wrong. I just realized Xander Slate and Senator Shea Hoxton, they lost the Unified World Tag Team titles earlier this season. So Slate was the last of these 4 to hold championship gold. The last of these 4 to hold singles championship gold, though, was indeed Matsuda Tanaka. For Jacob Ziegler, it's been a very long time since he last was a champion. Of course, undisputed world heavyweight champion before he took his leave from CMV over a year Later, he came back at Ascendance 8 and knocked off this man, the OG Dirty Heel, Xander Slate. Xander Slate, a former Money in the Bank winner, in fact, the first ever, a two-time world champion, a multi-time tag team champion, a former United States champion, former Anarchy champion, former international champion. Xander Slate has nearly done it all here in CMV, but he says tonight he wants to win the United States Championship in front of his good friend, his best friend in the whole world, Senator Shea Hoxton, and maybe bring a little bit of prestige back to the belt. A real American holding it, rather than three men who aren't even from the United States of America, including this man, the Canadian-born Bret Curtis, a former Anarchy champion and Unified World Tag Team champion. I'm just worried that Bret Curtis is going to be more focused on his blood feud with Matsuda Tanaka than actually winning this match and becoming United States champion. Hopefully I'm wrong. Yeah, but he lost the Anarchy Championship. Oh, no, you are right. He lost that in the first episode of Crossfire this season. So, yes, Slate is the last of these four to hold singles championship gold also. Classic memory of mine. Jacob Ziegler fancies himself a prize fighter ever since returning to CMV. Says he's only in it for the paycheck. And winning the United States Championship here tonight would mean a bigger paycheck for the Scotsman en route to his ultimate goal of capturing the Global Championship, which would of course make him the face of Crossfire and fatten his already thick bank account. Former Anarchy champion, former Money in the Bank winner, tag team champion, of course, undisputed world heavyweight champion. Last but most certainly not least, the ultimate Matsuda Tanaka, the one that many consider to be a favorite here in this match. He's been fiending for more championship gold ever since his loss of the Zero G Championship at Ascendance 8 to Mystery Mass III. Their instant classic tables, ladders, and chairs match. Many consider it a shock when they hear how long Matsuda Tanaka has been in CMV and the fact that he's only held one championship. But he looks to change that here tonight. Jarek Lawson shortly watching this match from home. He was the one that was forced to vacate the United States Championship after his concussion that was diagnosed at the start of the season got worse and worse. Doctors finally said enough is enough. Lawson did the right thing, I believe, vacating the United States Championship. He said himself, I don't want to sit home with this title. It deserves to have a home, and its home is going to be with one of these four men. fatal four-way match. No countouts, no disqualifications, but it is not elimination. It's first fall to a finish, pin or submission in the ring. Much like earlier tonight in the Unified World Tag Team title match, this is going to be all about precision, all about timing. Taking your shot when you see an opening. Here we go, the vacant United States Championship gonna find itself a new home. Will it be with the former United States Champion, Xander Slate, who pledges to clean up this great country of ours alongside Senator Shea Hoxton? Will it be Brett Curtis? Will it be Jacob Ziegler, the prize fighter? Or will it be the ultimate Matsuda Tanaka? No more pondering. Let's find out. Referee Murphy rings the bell and let's get it on. Of course, Xander Slate and Jacob Ziegler are going to go right after one another. Probably spend the rest of their lives fighting each other. Whereas Brett Curtis and Matsuda Tanaka have spent the vast majority of this season beating the hell out of each other. The worry is that they're going to end up being too focused on each other rather than winning the United States Championship. Still to come here tonight, though, guys, tag team action in our co-main event as women's champion Amber Reed and Janet Tor going to take on Let's Go Mighty Ashley Rain and Danielle Davis. Our main event, of course, going to pit Hunter Quinn against our great Senator Shea Hoxton for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Xander Slate knocked to the outside. As I mentioned before, whatever sort of partnership or respect there might have been after that tag team match a couple nights ago on Crossfire, going to be lit on fire and thrown in the trash. Every man for himself here tonight. Oh, Brett Curtis kicking Slate right into the announce table. Meanwhile, Ziegler gouging the eye of Matsuda Tanaka, completely legal, no disqualifications in this match, runs into an elbow to Ziegler. Oh, jeez. I think Tanaka was attempting some sort of tilt-the-world DDT, but Ziegler tossed him off at the very last second. Brilliant counter by the Scotsman, as Curtis seems fascinated with our announce table, using it to again assault the OG Dirty Heels. Oh man, Curtis breaking up that pin and paying for it. Super kick into the straitjacket German. Slate now with a throat thrust to Tanaka. Now taking Ziegler to ringside here in front of the announce table. As Slate goes for a pin on Matsuda Tanaka. Referee Murphy not going to count it though. Okay. Well over a 3 count. We all know Murphy's history here at CMV, that he is easily, well, let's just say persuaded by the talent. I think we might have just seen a a little of that there. That would have been a 3 count. Xander Slate would be the new United States champion if not for Murphy just blatantly not counting the pin. What the hell was that all about? Murphy is obviously a fascist, communist scum. Doesn't want the great American Xander Slate to win the United States Championship here tonight. Gonna have to have a word with Senator Shea Hoxton. Jacob Ziegler has Tanaka in trouble. Release Tiger Bomb. Flips him over to hook the leg. This time, looks like Murphy was actually going to count the pin, but Ziegler didn't even get to 1. As both Slate and Curtis break it up, and now Ziegler striking his paint me like one of your French girls pose. Tanaka picking himself back up. Tries to take down Brett Curtis, makes up for it there on the second attempt. Slate just not having a good time at the hands of Jacob Ziegler, who transitions into the Lion Tamer. This one could be over. Man, I think I sensed the tap coming. Within the next couple of seconds, Brett Curtis, he almost dropped the ball big time. Now he takes out Slate. Let me see Ziegler coming up from behind with a chop block. That Lion Tamer is all too dangerous. Ziegler has been perfecting his craft over the last few months, bettering his submission game. It has shown in his last few outings. A lot of his victories coming via submission. Continuing to target that knee. Oh, and now a kick right to the head. Slate gonna have no problem capitalizing on the wounded Curtis. Clean slate to the specialist to crown a new United States champion. Murphy, of course, going to count the pin this time. Too little too late, Murph. Too little too late. Rolling cow kick. Oh, Ziegler with a high impact Samoan driver. They don't make it to 2 count. As is tradition with Fatal 4-Ways, this one has been chaotic, to say the least, since the bell rang. Nobody's been in definitive control. We've had quite a few close calls. Larry drops him back to the head. Brett Curtis back into the ring hastily. Sizing Xander Slate up. Maybe should have done that before the match, though. Now Curtis gonna unload. Could be calling for it. He gave Slate too much time, though, and a veteran like the OG Dirty Heel knows how to use time to his advantage. Samoan drop. Slate very proud of himself. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Oh, that knee is jerking. Keep your eyes on Matsuda Tanaka, guys. Kinshasa! Kinshasa to Ziegler. Slate is busy with Curtis. 1, 2. Oh, man. Tanaka nearly crowned our new United States champion. Couple of clotheslines now from Slate. Vintage tilt-the-world single knee backbreaker. There goes Matsuda Tanaka taken care of. Brett Curtis not going to fall victim, though, to the OG. Gets taken out by Brett Curtis. And there's the swag walk. Jacob Ziegler confident that he's got this match in the bag. On the rebound, high knee, right up under the jaw. Specialist, but does his best to keep Ziegler at bay. So Tanaka back into the battle. Xander Slate now going to join the fun as well. I think Matsuda Tanaka was setting Brett Curtis up for a 21. And Hoxton's own event. Oh, release Tiger Bomb from Ziegler. before he can do anything about it, though. Matsuda Tanaka gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. Tanaka with a Samoan driver. One. Quickly broken up, though, by Slate. The jaw gets a forearm smash. Knife edge chop. Not enough reach. Quick evasion by the Ultimate One. Rolling cacao kick again. Slate says no thank you. And a nice cravat driver. That seems to have taken it out of Slate, though. Ziegler whiffing that dropkick. Curtis going to try to blindside Slate here. Clothesline. Curtis says, I'm too quick for you, old man. Took his time. Approaching Slate in the corner, and he paid for it. Jaw right to the throat. Slate sent right into the hands of Jacob Ziegler, who hits that belly-to-belly. And Ziegler with the DDT immediately! Curtis did not see that coming, and I don't think Tanaka's going to be quick enough. 1, 2, 3! Jacob Ziegler, the new United States champion. Quick thinking by Jacob Ziegler. Saw an opening and pounced on it. And now going to leave Showdown at the Senate as the new United States champion. The prize fighter adds yet another accomplishment to his already impressive resume. Coming up next, guys, here at Showdown at the Senate, tag team action as women's champion Amber Reed and Janet Tor going to take on Let's Go Mighty Ashley Rain and Danielle Davis. Of course, still to come in our main event, Senator Shay Hoxton here in our great capital, Washington, D.C., the seat of power. Can he keep CMV's crown jewel for himself and battle back the invader, Hunter Quinn? We know, guys, that CMV has announced women's tag team titles are coming soon, and that has definitely put the women's division on notice. These last few weeks, we've seen a lot of teams emerging, a lot of women trying to get themselves noticed. They want the privilege, the honor of being the first ever women's tag team champions, and at the forefront are these two teams, women's champion Amber Reed and Janet Tor. Let's Go Mighty Ashley Rain and Danielle Davis. And Reed and Tor, of course, they showed their desire for those women's tag team titles by brutalizing Rain and Davis a couple weeks ago following their victory against the House of Hayes. Steel chairs used to devastating effect. And it's a question as to whether or not Danielle Davis, guys, is going to be at 100% in this match. She wasn't able to compete earlier this week on Supremacy, and thusly Ashley Rain was left on her own against Amber Reed and Janet Tor. Now that they're a cohesive unit, will it be enough to battle back the ace of the women's division and the cleaner? Reed and Tor certainly have bomb. They are undefeated as a team, and even after they battled each other at Validation for the Women's Championship, Amber Reed defeating Janet Tour to win the title. Here they are, still presenting a united front. Can Rain and Davis hope to topple that? Amber Reed doesn't seem to be content just holding the women's championship. She and Tour made their intentions clear. They want a shot at becoming the first ever women's tag team champions. And it has now been confirmed that the first ever champions will be crowned in 2 weeks' time at CyberSlam. And so this is a must-win situation for both teams here if they want to make their way into that match. Impress the powers that be. The Anonymous Supremacy General Manager and, of course, Crossfire General Manager Ken Donahue, who are going to be watching this one very closely. Amber Reed and Janet Tour are not only undefeated as a tag team, Amber Reed has been unbeaten for months at this point. Lethal in that ring. There's a reason she calls herself the ace of the women's division. She ain't just blowing smoke. Plenty of evidence to back it up. And how could you go wrong when you've got someone like the cleaner, Janet Tour, watching your six? One of the most physically impressive women I think I have ever seen compete in that CMV ring. And she and Reed coming together is like the perfect storm. Unstoppable. Amber Reed and Janet Tour undefeated as a team, but they might be running into their biggest challenge to date. Let's go mighty. Ashley Reid and Danielle Davis, longtime friends, and they're coming into this match with a bone to pick after Reed and Tour brutalized them with a pair of steel chairs a couple weeks ago. The question of Danielle Davis's health is definitely one to be worried about. Perhaps Ashley Reid going to have to pick up most of the slack in this match, just as she did earlier this week on Supremacy, when she and Reed went one-on-one, and what a match it was, but the numbers game in the end, too much for Reid to handle. Now that the odds are even, though, see if that'll be the same result. Two former women's champions against the current women's champion and a former women's champion in her own right, Janet Tour. Whole lot of talent in that ring right now. But at least one of these teams gonna earn the possibility of becoming the first ever women's tag team champions. 2 weeks' time at CyberSlam. Ashley Reigns done just about everything there is to do in the women's division here in CMV. Magnificent Six winner, former women's champion, former women's hardcore champion. I'm sure she would love nothing more And to make history yet again, become one half of the first ever women's tag team champions. But, and look at Amber Reed. How quickly she takes control after countering that Hurricane Rana into a powerbomb and then immediately latching on with that modified crossface, which luckily Ashley Rain is able to escape from. When I say these two had a hell of a match earlier this week on Supremacy, I mean a hell of a match. If you missed it, make sure you go back and match of the year candidate. Tag to Danielle Davis, and we'll find out if there is any lasting damage from that steel chair attack a couple of weeks ago. Amber Reed going the wrong way. Davis, you can tell she's got a lot of anger to vent here in this match. She is not being gentle. Oh, and one to the jaw. Danielle Davis touching her toes. She's certainly amped. We know which side the CMV universe is on. Oh, tag Chris Benoit's Ghost. He's teaming up with Reed and Tor here tonight, it seems. Oh, man. Chris Benoit's Ghost, a big shot to Danielle Davis there. High kick from Davis in the corner. That's going to put Reed in position for a handspring moonsault. Love the athleticism of Danielle Davis. She's going to end this match early by pinning the women's champion. Danielle Davis says she wants to be the first ever three-time women's champion here in CMV. You know what? Pinning the current women's champion, a good way to get herself a shot. Of course, she lost the women's championship inside of the Elimination Chamber at Stone Ocean to Janet Tor, who then went on to lose it to Amber Reed at Validation. Oh, attempted back elbow from Davis. Reed goes for the Claymore. Neither connecting, though. Oh, there it is on the second attempt. One. That's all Reed is going to get. By the arm. Setting her up for that ripcord knee. This match could be over already. Janet Tor trying to stop Ashley Rain. And she does, but Danielle Davis able to kick out on her own. Amber Reed seems a bit distracted by the battle here between Tor and Rain. Doesn't seem to be taking Danielle Davis very seriously. Referee Murphy's got to maintain some order here. Tor and Rain are just beating the hell out of each other. Neither is the legal participant, though, in this tag team match. What the hell is going on? Finally, Ashley Rain gets back out onto the apron. Janet Tor has to do the same. Amber Reed with a kick to the side of Danielle's head. Backs her into the corner. Full steam ahead. Danielle was ready for her. Moat shot. Another high kick. Once more. Gonna show off with that handspring moonsault. Quick pin. Janet Tor a bit worried. Breaks it up at one. Here comes Ashley Rain again with a one-handed bulldog, eliminating Tor from the equation for now. Ashley Rain gotta be careful though. What's she doing? Watch that 5 count, already at 2. Doesn't want to get disqualified. Reed has been in a dominant position for virtually this entire match. Look how she just stares down at Danielle Davis. Wasted a lot of time doing so. Oh, look at Davis now, mocking Amber Reed. Asking her why she's running away. Davis into the corner. Wait a minute. The women's champion pulling out the breakdown X Foundation. Canadian Destroyer. Oh, Ashley Rain missed the breakup and pays for it dearly. Reed and Tor secured the dub, remain undefeated. And a big win against Let's Go Mighty. A fatal mistake by Ashley Rain, miscalculating the breakup of that pin, and thusly the 3 count scored by Amber Reed. She and Janet Tor with yet another dominant victory, still undefeated. And are we looking at the first ever women's tag team champions, guys? Hard to imagine it being anybody else. As we get ready for our main event, Showdown at the Senate. crossfire. Undoubtedly doing his part to win the tug-of-war match for supremacy. But of course, it was Shea Hoxton who made the final elimination and actually won for supremacy. Nonetheless, the anonymous supremacy general manager impressed enough with Hunter Quinn's performance to give him this shot here tonight. But the deck has been sufficiently stacked against Hunter Quinn. His best friend and tag team partner betraying him to join Hoxton's cabinet, Jordan Nicholson, crowned the Secretary of Justice. And any potential ally he might have had in Jason Spade here tonight, taken out by the Secretary of Defense, Cameron Cray, earlier tonight. Hunter Quinn is on his own. Can he climb this mountain? Can he leave tonight as the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion? After what he did at Validation, I'm not going to say he can. But as the head Senator Shea Hoxton makes his way out here with the Secretary of Defense, Cameron Cray, on his left, and the Secretary of Justice, Jordan Nicholson, on his right, it does seem improbable. How do you not just get an overwhelming sense of pride when you see head Senator Hoxton with the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship wrapped around his waist enter that ring? Congratulations to Shea Hoxton being named head senator, and something tells me that won't be the last time I say congratulations, Shea Hoxton, here tonight. That is what it is all about, the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. The crown jewel here in CMV on the line. Washington, D.C., the seat of power here in the United States of America. Hoxton's backyard that Hunter Quinn is invading. The psycho killer, though, is bloodthirsty. He wants Hoxton's head on a platter, and he wants that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Look at the mean mug of Cameron Cray. At the bottom of the screen there. I don't think I've ever seen Cameron Cray smile before. Hoxton handing the championship off to Murphy. Murphy showing the championship to Hunter Quinn, who does not take his eyes off of Hoxton. Will we see one of the biggest upsets in CMV history tonight? Or will head Senator Hoxton defend his throne? Let's get it on. Quinn immediately with a German suplex. Hot start for Quinn. Can he keep it up, though? Tries for a punch to the top of the head. Shot to the gut by Hoxton. Knife edge shot responds. Does Hoxton in kind of a cheeky jab to the throat. Then again, no! Caught by Quinn. And a shot to the top of the head. Falling drop kick now as the champion out of sorts. Keep a close eye on Cray and Nicholson in this match. Something tells me they're not going to stay out of this one. How can Hunter Quinn be expected to focus less than a week after Jordan Nicholson stabbed him in the back, betrayed him to side with Hoxton? And now Nicholson is at ringside for the biggest match in Quinn's entire career. Looking to gouge the eye as Hoxton. Quinn able to defend himself. Now we get a schoolboy and a Hoxton with some impressive upper body strength. Stomping on the shoulder. Head Senator Hoxton obviously doesn't have a care in the world about the well-being of Hunter Quinn. He's done everything possible to give himself an advantage walking into this match. We still don't know if head Senator Hoxton had anything to do with Jordan Nicholson's attack on Hunter Quinn a couple weeks ago. Backstage, we still don't even really know if it was Jordan Nicholson that was behind the attack on Hunter Quinn at the top of the month that cost him that international championship match against Brett Angel. There's still no proof. There's still no videotape. No eyewitnesses have come forward. Well, sharpshooter being applied here by Hoxton. Looks like it's in deep, but Quinn's able to escape before too much damage is done. Elbow to the gut. And again. One more time. Getting Quinn off Hoxton's back. Well-placed shots to the back of the knee by the Anarchy champion. Falling dropkick again. And the Psycho Killer trying to compose himself. There's a lot of emotions oozing out of Hunter Quinn here tonight. He's doing his best to keep them in check, not to cost himself. Choked by Quinn. And this is a standard singles match, meaning that head Senator Hoxton does have the champion's advantage. He can retain via count-out or disqualification, whereas Hunter Quinn, the only way he leaves tonight as undisputed heavyweight champion is by pinning Hoxton or submitting him in that ring as Hoxton continues to target the arm. Bravado being thoroughly showcased by the undisputed heavyweight champion in this match. Maybe not taking Hunter Quinn to be a serious threat. Oh, now going low. Blatant shots to the groin. But Murphy being very lenient. He was staring right at that. Murphy's been very lenient all night long, though. He's been kind of out of sorts. We know that Murphy and Hoxton have a very long history with one another. I'd be surprised if Murphy's got an agenda in this match against head Senator Hoxton, mind you. As Hoxton put Murphy in his place. Once upon a time, Murphy probably has a grudge. Hoxton running all over the place. Seemed like he was setting up for a reality check, but quickly changed his mind. Look at that now. It's Hoxton mocking Hunter Quinn, saying, "I'm going to take your head off." Whoa! Hoxton with a springboard something or another attempted there, but nowhere near connecting. Luckily for him, though, Quinn not able to recuperate in time. Now we get a rope-assisted single knee backbreaker. Hoxton backing into the corner, and we know what that means. Kick to the side of the head, and that might be it. 1, 2, 3. Head Senator Hoxton is still the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Hunter Quinn came into this match unable to focus. How could he? Only a few days removed from his best friend, his tag team partner, betraying him. And Hoxton had every single advantage on his side. Here in Washington, D.C., his backyard, just named head senator. The cabinet backing him up. And all of that coming together perfectly for head Senator Hoxton. Still the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. God bless America. God bless head Senator Hoxton. 2 weeks' time, you don't want to miss the return of SiberSlam, where I'm sure we will be seeing the head senator and that undisputed world heavyweight championship of his. The question is, what's next for Hunter Quinn now?